Hey guys! In today's video we are going to make this abstract painting and I will share with you some tips on how to fix mistakes on an acrylic artwork. Here are the art supplies we need. I used two different types of brushes for applying paint and for blending it, and each type had two sizes. I'll leave links to the art supplies in the video description below. First, I'm gonna mist a brush and a canvas with a spray bottle for better acrylic blending. I'm using just tap water, nothing more. I'm mixing teal and blue and applying it with a flat synthetic brush. Canvas size is 24 by 24 inches, which is about 60 by 60 centimeters. I'm grabbing dark teal. You can see yellow and orange paints on my palette, but I will not use them. I'm applying blue. I'm applying paint with a scraper to make the paint layer thicker in the center of the painting. Now I'm using a wide flat synthetic brush to apply unbleached titanium mixed with a bit of teal and white. I'm grabbing yellow oxides. I'm grabbing crimson. You often ask me when I wash my brushes. For example, now I applied yellow, red, turquoise and blue with one brush, and I did not wash it before applying the next color. Sometimes colors are blended, which gives additional tints and shades, and a smooth color gradient, which is great actually. I'm going to use a soft HAKE brush to blend the colors. I mixed it with water. If you want to see a detailed tutorial on blending acrylics like a pro, then follow the link at the top of the screen. I'm grabbing a bit of white to make the colors pastel and soft, since our painting is way too colorful. I'm using one brush to blend the colors, and I don't wash it or wipe it off in the process. It was supposed to be a painting for a client, Abstract Sydney Opera House. But what went wrong is that I didn't decide from the very beginning whether Opera House would be lighter and the background is darker, or vice versa. Now I'm drawing Opera House with a scraper. I'm adding a pouring medium to create a kind of wave. I would say that from that moment I've started to ruin the painting. But no worries, I will fix it later on, and you will see how to do it. I'm making stripes with a scraper. I love this tool, especially for creating texture. I'm smearing some of the stripes so they don't look repetitive. I am adding a pouring medium to create waves again as they disappeared. I'll take a break to let the paint dry. Guys, if you have leftover paint on your palette, cover it with foil or plastic wrap so that it does not dry out. I'm gonna continue to torture the painting. Now I'm applying white paint diluted with pouring medium. I'm applying it with a kitchen spatula to the opera house or waves. I'm not quite sure what it is anymore. I'm working on the sky, making it smoother, because our central object is too dynamic and it's better to surround it with something calmer. If you are stuck with your painting and do not know how to finish it, or do not understand at all whether it's finished or not, then in this case it helps to take a photo of your artwork. In a small photo, all the details disappear, and you can see the big picture, so to speak, or the composition as a whole. If you have been making your painting for a few days and you need to take a fresh look at your art piece, then you can also take a photo of your painting and then flip the photo horizontal or even vertical. This really helps you to see all the fixes you need to make. I'm still not happy with the result. In fact, if your painting is going wrong from the very beginning, then it's better to paint over it, since the process will exhaust you and you will waste a lot of time, energy and art materials, and the result will still be far from perfect. It's better to paint over the canvas with white acrylic paint or with black if your canvas was pre-primed with black primer, and it will be faster and better to do it with a paint roller than with a brush. Usually all the best pieces are going great from the beginning and are done easily. I say this from my experience. And what about you? Do you agree? Or do you have a different experience? Please share with us in the comments below the video. But what if you have no time to start painting over again? What do I do in this case? I'm applying achromatic spray paint. Achromatic colors mean white, black or gray, and I'm applying them to a spot that I don't like, in this case to our former opera house. I am wiping off the excess paint with a paper towel so that our focal point does not look like a fence. I'm applying gray spray paint. Let the spray paint dry. I'm applying metallic violet. Thank you so much for staying with me up to the very end. Like this video to support me in the struggle. And be sure to subscribe, because more useful tips are on the way. Bye!